All right, guys. So this video is really for people who don't know how to research for their event space business. It's for people who are afraid to start because they see an event spaces popping up left and right and thinking, does this make sense? If you don't know who I am, I'm Z, a build a business you love, and I teach people how to start event spaces and how to start small businesses from idea to opening. So check this video out right now. That's about researching your event space. All right, so we're gonna get into it. So basically, guys, when you're starting an event space, you got to understand a few things. You got to understand that this business is a business model that's fairly easy to start. Like the ease of entry, if you have the funding, the ease of entry is fairly easy to start, right? Like you don't have to have any special skills, you don't have to have any special knowledge. Like it's a fairly easy business to just say, okay, I'm gonna, I just want to start a business. An event space business would be great because I have no knowledge of nothing, right? If that's you, then and that's the reason why you want to start your event space, I think you might want to rethink it. Y'all know I give y'all the 100 and I'm real. But I don't want you guys to start an event space business for two reasons. I don't want you to start an event space business because it's trendy, and I don't want you to start an event space business because you think it's easy. Because it ain't easy. Would you see all the pretty glitz and glam and all of the pretty, spaces that's out there, the pretty floors, the decorations, the decor, people coming in all nice and friendly? That's all good and glam and great until you realize that you're not getting any bookings because it's too much competition in the area. Or until this event space business is taking up all of your time and you're realizing that, it's not as easy as you thought it was. That's why when I first start, especially in my course, I talk to you guys a lot about you. When I first start, we talk a lot about you. Is this a good opportunity for you? Is this something that you want to do because you think it's easy, or is it something that you want to do because it's trending? Or is it something that you want to do because you actually love events? You love to see people have events. You love to talk to people. You like networking. You like to, do planning, that kind of thing. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, you are going to get worn down and tired out very quickly if it's not something that you love. So a part of the research is researching yourself and understanding, okay, is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I want to involve myself in? That's why I want you guys to look at my YouTube page, my YouTube as well, because build the event space you love, because it really goes into a lot of the nitty gritty things that people don't talk about. Okay, so we went over the first thing, right? That you should yourself. Okay, so this next one is understanding and researching your area. You got to know what area you're in. Like I mentioned in my course, you should be staking and stalking the area as if you were purchasing a home. You know how when you purchase a home, you go and you wait outside in your car and you're like, let me just see what's going on. Let's see the going ons, right? You need to do that same, especially on the weekends, especially at night. Researching the area is one of the top things that I think people don't do. They don't like to do the research. They don't like to see what the neighborhood is about. Or sometimes you'll say, oh, I live in this neighborhood. I know the neighborhood. You know it based on how you are in the neighborhood. So for example, you know how you go to a vacation spot and you're like, oh, I love this place. This is so nice. It's nice for 2 days. But then you end up staying for one reason or another for a week or a month. And you're like, oh no, I cannot live here. It's the same thing for researching the area for an event space. You have to have it in your mind, okay, that I'm researching this just for this purpose. And in my course, we go over all the things you need to look for, okay? The next thing, guys, is researching your graphics, okay? You need to know your graphics. What are your graphics? What are your graphics? Your graphics are your demographics of the neighborhood, the psychographics of your ideal customer and what that looks like. Is the ideal customer in your neighborhood, in that particular neighborhood where you want to have your event space in? So what people will do often is they'll fall in love with the space, right? They'll start walking into the space, they'll hold it hard. I just love the space so much. It's just so amazing, right? They'll fall in love. And one of the things I tell you in my course, do not fall in love, okay? Don't fall in love. You have to look at this opportunity, okay, as a business opportunity, and that's it. No emotions in it, Okay, we have to take the emotions out of it. They'll look at the space and they'll be like, "Oh, I love this space so much. This is so wonderful." You start envisioning it. It's so great, awesome, but they're not looking at the data points. They're not looking at the research points. They're not looking at the graphics, right? They're not surveying the neighborhood. They're not looking at virtually what to look for. I tell you what to do that again in my course. They're not looking for what they need to look for virtually, right? For their competition and XYZ. They're not researching, physically researching like what's going on as far as how people can come in and how the space can be ran and if it's compliant and if it can be compliant, if the zoning is good, if they can change the CFO, how much would all of this stuff cost? Like they go in and they think with their heart and not their head. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're seeing a lot of event spaces go out of business, because they picked a space that didn't have the traffic that they needed to meet their target audience. And they also went into it because it looked like an easy business. It looked like something that was trendy, right? It wasn't like something that they were passionate about. Because one thing that I will tell you, the worst thing you could do is go into a business that you don't like after coming from a job that you don't like. You're going to be very stressed out. You're going to be overworked and you're going to be overwhelmed, all of the overs. Okay. And you don't want that for yourself. You want it to be a stress-free situation. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't like planning because I didn't plan, and that's fine too. You could say, well, I don't like, I don't like the planning aspect, but I do like, meeting with people. I do like, the idea of running this business. And I think it's something that I can do. Great. But I'm just here to tell you, don't do it for the wrong reasons. Okay. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you do your research that is external and internal research. Okay. Make sure you do your market research. Make sure you do and ask all of the questions, the important questions that you need to ask. Okay. And of which, guys, I think in my bundle, I actually have some questions that you need to ask your zoning, planning, Department of Buildings department to see if it's feasible in a particular location. You'll probably have to have a location in mind. They'll say, oh, what address or whatever, to see if it's something that's feasible. But in my bundle, and that bundle is free, okay? So you can check that out. But if you can see what I give you for free that people are charging you sometimes thousands of dollars, y'all, I ain't even kidding, for the stuff that I'm giving out for free is crazy. But check out my course. It is thorough. That's one thing people tell me, is thorough. And I have a lot of people, I'll be honest with you, that looks at the course and they excel. They got it. It's like this, right? They get it. They move on. They build their relationships. They'll get their funding. They'll find their space. They'll do all the things they need to do because they're action takers, right? And they get it done. And it's something that they really wanted to do. If it's something that you don't want to do, you're going to, probably find excuses and all of that other stuff. Or what I tell people is that after watching my course and finishing my course, you're going to realize that this isn't for me. And that's okay. Okay. That's okay. Because at least you just spent a couple dollars and not a couple $100,000 or a couple thousand. Okay. And trying to figure that out. I'm Zia, build the business you love. I hope this video helps someone. Don't forget to follow me on all the platforms you're watching me on. I give y'all the truth, okay? The good, the bad, and the ugly. And be sure to follow me. And if you're interested in my course, go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and grab it. It's the Ultimate Event Space Course 2.0. And it's thorough, guys. It goes through all of the things you guys need before getting started. The thing I wish I had. I'll talk to you guys later.